Welcome and welcome back to Alissa&Jay. In this video, we're going to talk about the 50% of the video that is the audio. I'll be using this DJI Mic 2 to record this entire episode. Here, what you see is the complete collection of my mistakes, my learnings, and my journey throughout identifying what is the right microphone for my kind of a filming and studio recording sessions. So I want to go in depth and make a comprehensive video on every single one of these so that you get an idea about how and what I did throughout my journey. Before that, I want to say that this DJI Mic 2 can be mounted on any of the Arca Swiss plate compatible tripod mount, and I'm going to show you how each of these microphones sound with various combinations. This Zoom F3 and DJI Mic 2 will be my primary recording devices. I'll be using my Rode NTG1 Gen 5 to be my studio recording device, and Rode NTG5 will be my primary shotgun microphone when I'm recording in the field as well as making some ASMR videos in the studio. So to give you a bit of background, I did go from Rode Video Micro to Rode NTG5, and I'm going to talk in this video about my journey. Mistake number one, me thinking that I can learn the complete audio. Audio processing is a very complicated topic, at least for me, so that I want some easy solution. I bought the Zoom H1N thinking that I can set every single parameters in this audio recording device, but what happened was it is introducing handling noise. So handling noise is the noise that will be picked up from the device when you just move it around. So let's say you're just moving the finger around like this, it's going to pick up that handling noise. When you walk, it will pick up the handling noise. So every single thing that's touching this product, that audio is going to be picked up in the actual output of these kind of recorders. These are cheap, but definitely not useful for a person like me who obviously is not well educated in audio. So my first mistake was this, trusting that this could give me some proper output without putting in some more effort. My second mistake is buying this as well. This is not that expensive. This is a lavalier mic. Lavalier mics are okay. These don't have much importance in situations where you don't primarily use it for interviews or if you have a dedicated recorder. And I did not understand its importance. I was like, okay, for these kind of videos, I can use something like lavalier mic, which is my ignorance and it's a waste for me. I don't use it anymore. The third mistake for me is buying the Sennheiser MKE400. Don't get me wrong, this microphone is great for most people. They like the sound output from this, but I don't like the sound output from MKE400. I don't know if most people have different microphones to compare with and realize that, okay, this actually sounds not that great. Before I explain the comparison between Rode Video Micro and Sennheiser MKE400, let me talk about how good MKE400 is and what is the bad that I don't like about it. MKE400 has dedicated volume controls. It has got headphone jack to monitor the audio. It has gain controls, and also it has the high pass filter or just normal mode. Powers on by itself if you were to connect it to any of the recorders or any camera with this cable. Those are all great, but for me it requires like two AAA batteries, which you need to make sure that that's there. Number two is that this cold shoe mount is a bit finicky in comparison to Rode Video Micro. If you see, this is like huge, it's very sturdy, but this one, the grooves are very close, which means it slips more often and it's very tight, and once you tighten it, it's very hard to loosen it. If it's loose, you can't tighten much. There are all sort of issues with this cold shoe mount, and also for the good part, it has one locking mechanism for the TRS cable. With all these things, if the audio was great, I wouldn't mind using it as my primary recording device, but Rode Video Micro is producing some great sounds in comparison to Sennheiser MKE400. So I feel like this is a much value for money when compared to this, and I really don't like it. So it's a waste for me. One more thing that is a waste for me is Shure MV7, right? This is the one with the micro USB cable that can be connected directly into the computer or tablet or phones without the need for the phantom power. I kind of like and hate. If you look at some of the videos that I use this microphone, the actual audio output from this is kind of muffled. It's not on par with SM-B7 or V7. It's got great features though, if you were to use the Motive app or Motive controls in desktop, but it is still not on par with Rode Video Micro. Rode Video Micro, for me, sounds better than even this one. There are two cables that comes with Shure MV7. One is micro USB to USB Type A cable and micro USB to USB Type C cable to connect with your computer or tablets or phones, etc. For me, I had to shave off some parts of this cable so that it actually fits. The audio from this sounds a bit muffled, so it's a big mistake for me to buy this. The reason why I purchased this is because it was on a sale for $100. Otherwise, I wouldn't have purchased this. The price in the website is like $250, but I got it for 100. So in my opinion, it's a waste of $100. I could have invested in something else better. Post-processing of audio is very difficult when you have so much to do in video post-processing and releasing content every single week. So for me, audio is such a burden. So I want to get the audio right when I'm recording the audio, or at least more capability that it can be more flexible during the post, that it doesn't clip much. Even if it is clipped, I can bring back the audio levels and have a good audio. So I decided to go with 32-bit float. 32-bit float is like having a very high dynamic range in the photos or videos, which means that you can bring the shadows up and highlights down so that even if it's clipping in the highlights, you can have a decent amount of details brought back from the highlights. And you won't get much noise in the shadows as well if you bring up the shadows. So that's the basic idea of having a dynamic range in video or photo. And the same goes for audio if it is 32-bit float. Now, when it comes to me personally, I want to just add them, put them in the timeline and just roll off. I don't want to work much. Just use the voice isolation if needed. So I try to minimize my effort in audio production. That's the reason why I think it's important for me to go with the products that help me to minimize my time in the audio post-production, which means I have to decide upon the device that's giving me the right audio that I want. Rode NT1 has the capability to record audio into the computer when connected with USB Type-C cable into this XLR port. This kind of port is called a dual port, which has the XLR cable as well as USB Type-C, which means that I can just connect the USB Type-C into this and connect the other side of the USB Type-C into my computer, and I can get good quality audio right out of it. And on top of that, if I have any DAWs, DAW is the software that records audio in the computer. If I have any audio recording software like Reaper, which supports 32-bit float, I can use that to record 32-bit float audio right out of this NTG5. Sometimes I don't have the flexibility to use this one to record audio. If I'm in a pinch, all I need is just a recorder to record the audio. In those situations, I'll be using this. The way I plan to use this microphone in the future is this way. This is in the field. All I can do is just connect this here like this, right? Earlier I said Zoom H1N has a lot of handling noise, but this Zoom F3 has very minimal handling noise, which means that even if I record the audio right like this, it's not going to introduce a lot of sound from me holding this device. That's great, right? I'm not going to stop with this. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this DJI over this patch over here. This is a magnetic patch. I just stole it from DJI Mic 2 and then pasted it over here. And I can just mount it over here. I can use a cable like this, TRS to TRS cable, and I can connect the line out and line in to the DJI Mic 2, which means I'm going to create a backup. I'll record one copy of the sound over here. This is like unprocessed 32-bit float sound, which means that it's going to have both my voice and the ambient sound. Another copy with the noise reduction introduced from this DJI Mic 2, that will be stored internally in this DJI Mic 2. So that's amazing. On top of that, if I were to use Pocket 3 to record the video, I can actually save another copy baked into the video from this Pocket 3 via Bluetooth. Like 3 copies of audio. How amazing it is. One unprocessed audio, one processed audio, and one baked in audio. That's the flexibility this system gives me. You have been listening to this audio directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with the noise reduction off with the wind muffle on. This is how it sounds. You have been listening to this audio directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with the noise reduction off with the wind muffle on. This is how it sounds. This audio is directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with the wind muffle on with the noise reduction turned on. This is how it sounds. This audio is from DJI Micro, directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 without the wind muffle with noise reduction turned off. This is how it sounds. This audio is from DJI Micro, directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 without the wind muffle with noise reduction turned off. This is how it sounds. This audio is from Rode Video Micro, directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with the noise reduction turned off. This audio is from Rode Video Micro, directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with the wind muffle off and noise reduction turned on. This audio is from Sennheiser MKE400 without wind muffle and directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with noise reduction turned off. This audio is from Sennheiser MKE400 without the wind muffle, recorded directly into DJI Mic 2 with the noise reduction turned on. This audio is from Sennheiser MKE400 with wind muffle on, recorded directly into DJI Mic 2 with noise reduction turned on. This is how it sounds. This audio is from Sennheiser MKE400 with wind muffle on, directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with noise reduction off. This is how it sounds. This audio is from Sennheiser MKE400 with wind muffle on, directly recorded into DJI Mic 2 with noise reduction off. This is how it sounds. This audio is from Shure MV7 recorded into Zoom F3 via XLR cable. This audio is from Shure MV7 that is recorded directly into Zoom F3, but there is a line out that goes into DJI Mic 2, and this is the audio that is recorded in DJI Mic 2's copy. This is how it sounds. This audio is from MV7 recorded into DJI Mic 2 via Zoom F3 using XLR cable with the noise reduction turned on, and this is how it sounds. I consider this to be the battle of best when it comes to very good audio recording. Zoom F3 being the very good audio recording device, and DJI Mic 2 is capable of introducing noise reduction in the microphone. So this is a very good audio test. So let's start with this. This is the audio from Rode NTG5 shotgun mic, and this is how it sounds. This audio is being recorded into Zoom F3. This is the audio from Rode NTG5 shotgun mic, and this is how it sounds. This audio is being recorded into Zoom F3. This audio is from NTG1 Gen 5 recorded into DJI Mic 2, which is connected to the line out of Zoom F3. Rode NTG1 is connected to Zoom F3 via XLR cable. This is how it sounds without noise reduction turned on. This audio is from NTG1 Gen 5 recorded into DJI Mic 2, which is connected to the line out of Zoom F3. Rode NTG1 is connected to Zoom F3 via XLR cable. This is how it sounds without noise reduction turned on. This audio is from Rode NTG5 mounted on Zoom F3 but recorded into DJI Mic 2 without noise reduction turned on, and this is how it sounds. This audio is from Rode NTG5 mounted on Zoom F3 but recorded into DJI Mic 2 without noise reduction turned on, and this is how it sounds. I would like to know which sound you prefer, which combination of hardware and software that you prefer. I would like to know in the comments below. Please comment, like, subscribe for more content like this. I think this is the best audio solution right now because this can act as an interface when connected with the computer. Also, it can act as a standalone recorder. Also, it can output audio into another device that can also take input from this, which means it's highly, highly versatile. Plus, you can record 2-channel audio into this. And the sound quality is great. You can't get beyond 32-bit float. Plus, it has the lowest handling noise of any other recorders. And on top of that, this microphone is great. I don't think I will need any other microphone beyond this, but I will still keep this NT1 Gen 5 because of the studio purpose, like I said before. This is great for audio in studio, and this will be in my traveling kit. Well, yeah, that's my conclusion in the audio devices that I have chosen. And that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day.
If you enjoy our content, whether it's travel vlogs or gear reviews, and would like to have access to our exclusive content, please support us on Patreon using the link in the description below.